Hello, today we have something very special and very cool. This is an Asus Vivobook S15 S532F. That name is a mouthful, and Asus makes a lot of products. They have their Chromebook line, they have their Vivobook, ProBook, ZenBook, ROG, Zephyrus lines. They have all sorts of stuff. So what makes this laptop special? Well, when you open the box, you'll actually find a whole bunch of stickers. That's right. There's a whole bunch of cool little customizable stickers that you can stick on the back of this notebook and make it your own. Just kidding. Of course we wouldn't talk about a laptop just because some manufacturer included stickers. What are they? Apple? No, just kidding. This Vivobook is noteworthy because it is an i7-8565U with 8 gigs of RAM. I believe 4 are soldered to the motherboard and 4 are replaceable. I will be opening up this unit in a later video. It has an MX250 NVIDIA graphics card. We will be checking in that same video the benchmark performance. We will be replacing the stick of RAM. We will be adding another solid state drive if we're able to, and we will be checking out if that NVIDIA MX250 is a 25 watt or a 10 watt version. But the main reason that we're looking at this notebook right now is this notebook is actually the first notebook I've known to ship with Asus's Screenpad 2.0. It is available now. I got this unit off of Amazon, although I noticed that Newegg, the Asus store itself, and Amazon are all selling different versions. Now there's a version without dedicated graphics, which is a bit cheaper, and there's a version that ships with a larger solid state drive. This one is only 256 gigs NVMe, I believe, and there is a version with a 512. There's also an i5 version with the MX250 if you'd rather save $50, and that comes with a 512 gig SSD as well, but is not NVMe. So keep in mind that the speeds will be a little lower. But Screenpad is really the star of the show, and we'll turn on NumberPad just so you can see. NumberPad works pretty flawlessly, not that there's any entry on, but the screen is interesting in that it feels very much like a smartphone device. Speaking of, I have an iPhone 8s here with, I believe, the 5-inch screen, so you can compare the size of the two screens. Size of the two screens. There we go. Jeez. There we go. Okay. They're very similar, although the Asus is definitely larger. And the Asus is rather bright in person, although it does appear to be a little bit washed out in this video. I'm not sure why that is, and I haven't come across a setting yet to try and change the Screenpad's brightness, but the Screenpad works quite well. You click on this mouse button here, and you can actually manipulate the top screen, and you can drag down any application from above into the screen below. So for instance, here we have some of the folder settings. And if you're doing this, you will want to start at the top, as your finger will quickly run out of room down bottom. But as you can see, it has dragged about halfway between the two of them. And if you continue to drag it all the way down, you can fill the space up with that image. Now, the Screenpad works really well. It feels great. It is a little different, though, in that if you're used to single tapping on your Snapdix touchpad, you will be triggering things in the Screenpad, whereas on a regular laptop, you don't need to actually click, you can just tap it, whereas the tap here actually works for tapping and touching the screen down below. And It does take a little bit of getting used to. I'm still stuck between those two modes. It's different. I usually tap on my Synaptics touchpad to mouse click, and now knowing that you have to full click to actually change something over is a little bit different. But it is very cool having what amounts to basically another smartphone touchscreen in your touchpad. So this was just a quick intro. The screen is very nice. I will get into more technical and gritty details later. For those of you wondering, the notebook starts at $799 and I believe goes all the way up past 1,000. You can configure it a ton of different ways. So definitely check out the video where we take off the back cover, get into this thing, see what we can replace, what we can't replace, do some benchmarks, get into the MX250, see how powerful that is, all sorts of things. So more content to come. Thanks for watching this one.